It's helped me because it's given me time to build off and learn more and take the time to really study and understand a subject.
Flex, all the way from my freshman year to now, I used to lack turning in work on time, not turning in at all. And then when Flex came, when it finally came, my teacher would flag me. I'd be like, man. Now, sometimes I would actually skip Flex, but we're not going to talk about that. I would go, and my teacher would give me time to do my work, and then I'll actually do all the work, and I'll end up passing. So even though if you don't want to go, you still should go, because then you pass.
Well, at first I didn't like it. Like, I was just like, this Flex stuff is like pointless. I don't get it. Why it's interfering? Honestly, I would skip it, but then I would realize it's affecting my grades. Like, I noticed I was like sinking. I was like, man, hold up. I don't know. Then when I started going, like I said, I started to see that it was useful. It wasn't just to flag me, and it was actually a reason for it. You know what I'm saying? So I had this one teacher, Miss Shanley. She was on me, and I would get annoyed. I'm like, you're always flagging me. Like, stop. Like, leave me alone. It turned out like she actually helped me. Like, I actually learned a few stuff from her, and even Miss Delgado as well. It helped me bring my grades up. I actually realized, oh wow, this is actually beneficial instead of like, oh, like this is like, you know what I'm saying, like.
So for sure during Flex, it's more of like a fallback. I know like, oh, it's a late night. I really gotta go to bed. I gotta get ready for my test tomorrow. But I got Flex in the morning. I don't have to waste my time.
Say at the end of the year, they'll spend all their time in the library, just getting work done. You can go to the auditorium's a really good place to work too. If you just want to listen to music, sit down and do your work. That's like a really good place to go. If you have that time free, I'd say use it wisely. You can go to your class, maybe you missed like the first day and they didn't really flag you, because if you don't care, they're gonna give you the same energy pack.
If I see that I'm lacking, like let's say like I have a 20 in like economics and like a 90 in English, but I'm missing more English assignments than I am economics, I'm still going to go to economics. That's a class that I'm failing the most in, that matters the most, because I'm still passing English. I will ask her, what am I missing? Is there any major grades that I need to like do or retake? And if there is, and I have them, then I'll try and do all of them while I'm there. And if I don't have any, then I'll ask her, and then if she has it, then she gives it to me, and I'll do it.
Well, it depends. I like to use that time wisely. If I know I'm missing an assignment, I'll, come in the library, do my research real quick, or just go to a teacher. Hey, miss, I had extra questions on this. I don't know. I really like to use it productively. I don't like to just, waste it. Like,
I think it's very important because especially if you like your teacher, they give you more attention, and if a lot of the teachers here are really good too. So if you get one-on-one time with good teachers, it's a plus.
I mean, if you want to learn like what we're learning in the class, then yeah, I'd say it's really important. During Flex, they actually know what you're missing or like what you need help on, so they can like cater to your problems or like issues or whatever.
Only if I need like extra help with like something on the paper if I don't understand.
I get to, during Flex, it's just one-on-one, like, hey, like, Sabrina, what do you need help with? So I'm like, okay, I like this.
No, I'd rather have Flex. It just helps you that much more. It just gives you that much more time to get a better grade in class. To just sit down for a minute, listen to your music, and, just hone in on whatever you need to get done.
I keep it. If there wasn't a Flex time, I'd be in class probably, like, goofing with my friends or something. So Flex time really does help you to be, like, independent and just get your work done. Unless you don't use it wisely.
I would say if you're like one of those people that slack off in class and stuff, it helps you get to that point where you want to pass. Like, even if you get to a 70, it still helps you be able to pass. So I would say keep it at the same time. What do you think?
I would have Flex, so it would help. Because I see some people actually use it, like put it to use, and then I just see some people that really don't. And I was one of those that didn't. I feel like you got to realize that it's really useful. It's really going to help you. Like me, I didn't have that type of schedule where I could stay after school. I had work, or in the morning my bus ran late. During lunch, the teacher either has class or it's her off period, so the Flex, it really helps.
I'm glad to have it, and
I'll be having like a good day, and I'll be like, and I'll look at my grades and I'm like, oh, I'm failing all these classes, and I'm like, okay, I'll go in and do them, but they're still before school and after school. But he'll flex you during middle, just in case your teacher can't stay through neither the next day. Like, I'll flag it tomorrow, and if you don't come, there's consequences. But if you come, then I can help you out so you can succeed the way you want to. So you can, now since I'm a senior, so you can graduate.
I don't know. I'd say like it was a blessing, honestly, because if I didn't have Flex last year, I don't know what time I would like get, what other time I would get to like get my work in. or learn the material if I didn't get it the day before or whatever in class.
Don't skip flex. Go to it, because if you don't, you could be in a bad place, or you could have consequences that you don't want to happen to ruin your day.
Oh yeah, you should. Yeah, you gotta go to class. If you don't go to class, they're gonna get on you. They're not gonna leave you alone. They're gonna be calling you every single day. Where were you? Why didn't you go to flex? You're gonna have ISS now, like consequences.
Oh yeah, why is it just 2 days now? It's the only thing I had. It was just.
I teach freshmen, so a lot of my kids ride the bus in the morning and after school. So getting to school early or being able to stay late for tutoring is really a problem for a lot of them. Having that time set aside in the middle of the day for them to come in and get some tutoring, some one-on-one support, or reteach, whatever, has been very beneficial for our kids.
Flex has definitely helped me as a teacher to be able to get those kids that don't finish tests, who get extra time. We're not there to get that test or quizzes, just to stay caught up with the pace of the class, to get them, back on track if they're missing school, if they're just not getting assignments turned in, we can get them in and we can reteach them the content, to get them back where they were.
Particularly at the beginning of the 6 weeks, we spend time flagging kids who we feel like we need to go back and reteach something. So we spend at least the first 4 weeks of the 6 weeks trying to get those kids to come in and so that we can do a reteach on a concept that they struggled with. In English 1, we try to split our kids up so that we know that these kids need specialized instruction, so they're going to go to this teacher, and we kind of mix them up. And then towards the end of the 6 weeks, we try to use it for this kid, missed a test, needs to come in and make up, or needs to do corrections so that we can kind of help them get their averages up.
Typical week of flex, last year we had 3. The first day would be not too many kids. A lot of kids would come in on their own, just to come in. I want to get caught up. I need somewhere to work. I want to use a calculator. As the week went on, it would get busier and busier. More kids would be coming in. I'd be flagging more kids to come in, but it's a controlled chaos.
Coach Driggers and I are in there together. We co-teach. So we try to flag numbers that make it convenient for us to go one-on-one, or to at least, even small groups, 2-3 kids at a time. But even with that, we can kind of split them up and sit with each kid at a time. Sometimes I can have conversation with a kid and see what they're lacking, what they're missing, just through talking to them, that I may not get in a whole group class.
The students kind of help each other, and so with that sense, if it's just assignments and daily work, I can kind of float around and they're kind of micromanaging each other, so it works out well. I've never had a kid come to Flex and want to just hurry up and get out of there because they want to go be with their friends. They're there, they know why they're there, they know that it's in place to help them be more successful and just take that stress of that workload being piled up off of them. I would keep Flex, and I would fight to the death to keep Flex. 100%. Because it's those kids that are already on campus, and I don't have to go find them before school. I don't have to go find them after school. I don't have to go make that phone call to a parent and say, I have to assign your child mandatory tutoring, because they're already on campus and it's already built into our day.
Clark does a great job of giving our kids opportunities to be successful, and I feel like Flex is one of those opportunities. If you want to succeed at Clark, if you want to make good grades and you want to do well in school, you will do well in school. There's really nothing to stop you, and I think Flex is one of those things. The only way that you can fail is if you choose to.
The system's working now to where those kids that don't come, we get them there, and so they know why it's there, and then they just kind of don't want to fight the battle of it. It's not their time before school that we're taking away. It's not their time after school that we're taking away. It's time that's built into where they would already be in a classroom, just to come and just, they know it to help them be successful. So why would we want to take that away? Please don't. Please don't take Flex away.